Have you ever stood at sunset or woken up at dawn and wondered, is there something hidden on that horizon waiting for me to see? There are moments so rare that even the most seasoned sailors, who have crossed endless oceans, may only witness them once or twice in a lifetime. One of those moments is the green flash. They say that when the sun touches the edge of the horizon, or just lifts off it, if you're patient enough, lucky enough, and observant enough, you'll catch a single, fleeting burst of green light. But scientists have proven it's not an illusion, not a romantic sailor's tale meant to charm dreamers. It's a real optical phenomenon created by the refraction of sunlight through Earth's atmosphere. It vanishes in a heartbeat. Many believe it's just a myth. But here's what I keep asking myself. Why does something that's scientifically explained still hold so much wonder for us? The green flash is just light, yet this flash has inspired countless stories passed from one generation to the next. Long ago, seafarers believed that whoever saw the green flash would gain the power to see through lies. Some whispered that it was a sign of a promise kept, that when you returned home, someone would still be waiting for you at the shore. A reader once told me that while standing on the deck of a fishing boat, braving the cold North Atlantic, he saw the green flash, just once in his entire life, and he carries that moment with him forever. No one forced him to believe. No one demanded proof. But for him, it was a sign that nature still knows how to whisper to those willing to listen. Have you ever felt that way? It teaches us something simple. What is rare and fleeting is what makes us long for it even more. It's watching the sun dip below the sea, secretly hoping to catch a sign, a subtle nod from the universe, reminding you that you're still connected to something vast, something timeless. Today, meteorologists can explain it in detail. As sunlight passes through the atmosphere, blue and green wavelengths bend more than red ones. In the perfect conditions, cold, clear air, a flat horizon, your eyes might just catch that flash of green as the sun winks goodbye. But because it appears for only a second, perhaps once in a lifetime, we cherish each sunrise, each sunset, just a little more. Maybe they live right here, in our willingness to believe, to wait, to lift our gaze and to leave space in our hearts for hope. Yet no matter how many physics formulas we write, the green flash remains as enchanting as an unsolved riddle. If it happened every day, maybe we'd never bother to look up. Perhaps the greatest mysteries aren't out there somewhere far away. So next time you watch the sun set or rise, look carefully. Maybe you too will catch the green flash and wonder, could it be that the universe still has secrets to whisper, just for those patient enough to listen? Centuries ago, in the roar of icy seas, Viking ships carved their paths through storms and salt spray, carrying blades that still whisper through history. Among all the weapons of that age, one name stands out, etched into iron so pure it turned a sword into a legend. Ulfberht. Etched into the blade, this single word transformed iron into something close to magic. To hold an Ulfberht was not just to carry a sword, it was to wield a mystery. Centuries later, when archaeologists unearthed these swords from Viking burial mounds and riverbeds, they found something extraordinary. The steel was so pure, so high in carbon, it matched the quality of steel that Europe would not master for another 700 years. How did these ancient smiths forge metals so advanced? Some say the Vikings traded for this knowledge with the East, crossing rivers and deserts to bring back the secrets of crucible steel. Others believe the Ulfberht blades were made by a small elite group of master smiths, guarding their secrets as fiercely as any king guarded his crown. When I hold a replica of an Ulfberht sword, yes, I have one in my study, a gift from a fellow history lover, I cannot help but imagine the hands that once drew it. Hands calloused by oars and frost by war and wind, yet steady, forging an edge that could split armor like cloth. It is a reminder that progress is not always linear, that sometimes a spark of brilliance flickers centuries ahead of its time, only to be lost, buried under layers of forgotten wars and shifting borders waiting for modern hands to dig it up again. Maybe to them it was just survival to have the strongest steel when your life depended on it. Are there skills, secrets, tools lost in time waiting beneath our feet? So next time you see a rusty relic in a museum, pause for a second. Imagine the blade polished the runes, gleaming the Viking who lifted it high under a stormy sky. And ask yourself, how much of our past have we truly uncovered? But deep inside, perhaps they knew that someday, long after their longships turned to dust, their craftsmanship would still command our respect. One reader once asked me, Do you think they knew how ahead of their time they were? I smiled when I read that. Maybe they didn't. The story of the Ulfberht is more than a tale of steel. I often wonder if we could forge something so advanced back then, what hidden knowledge might we rediscover tomorrow?